I believe the greatest gift we can give is the 7 habits by which we live. I am Alexis Arnold, and I'd like to give the gift of habit 1, be proactive. Being proactive, when you be proactive, you are being in charge of yourself. Have you ever gotten up in the morning and it was pouring rain or super foggy? Well, I have. And I'm glad that my bus driver, Don Waltz, has 11 years of bus driving experience. But everyone needs at least a little bit of help every once in a while. So here are 3 ways I can help the bus driver by using habit 1, be proactive. First of all, I can be proactive on the bus by making sure safety comes first. For example, since there are no seatbelts on the bus, I can remain safe by staying seated with my feet out of the aisle. This will help keep kids from tripping, and if we get in an accident, no one will get injured. Secondly, I can be successful on the bus by being on the bus stop on time. For example, I can get all my things gathered up the day before. This will encourage me not to forget anything, and the bus driver won't have to wait on me. Lastly, I can use habit 1 to keep his bus clean by not throwing my trash on the floor. I can also help him clean by picking up the trash that I see, even if it's not mine. I would like to give the gift of habit 1, be proactive. My gift would be much bigger if you would help me. If you plan to work hard to be proactive in 2015 along with me, please clap.
I believe that the greatest gift we can give is the 7 habits by which live. I'm Samantha Laguerre. I would like to give the gift of habit 2, begin with the end in mind. Habit 2 means you have a plan for a goal you are trying to reach. Can you imagine getting up at 6 in the morning and waking up 2 brothers and with one of them not getting up until about 6:40 and have to be out the door by 7? I can. All 3 of us have to have our lunches made, bags packed, teeth and hair brushed, and dressed before 7 to meet my wonderful bus driver, Monica, at the end of a hill. I have a plan for this. Here are 3 ways I can help Monica, my brothers, and I to get on the bus. First, I begin with the end in mind when I have my youngest brother go to bed earlier than 8 o'clock. We could have him go to bed at 7. With my brother going to bed earlier, we hope he won't be crabby in the morning and not getting things done. Also, when Connor gets up, he can get everything done so I don't have to fight with him. I hope this will improve for Connor in the mornings. Secondly, we begin with the end in mind when we can get everything done. We can do that by packing our lunches and bags before we have to get up in the morning. We can also pick out our school clothes. I can get all my homework done so I can have it done before school and not have to do it on the bus. Finally, we begin with the end in mind when we can turn on our alarm clocks and get up in time. We could also change our time to go to bed or wake up. I don't care as long as I get up in the morning. I hope these steps will improve for all 3 of us in the mornings. These are 3 steps to use habit 2 and begin with the end in mind to get on the bus. I would like to give the gift of habit 2. My gift would be much bigger if you would help me. If you plan to work hard to begin with the end in mind in 2015 along with me, please clap. I believe that the greatest gift we can give are the 7 habits by which we live. I am Allison Abbott. like to give the gift of Habit 3, put first things first. Habit 3 is about when you put in the important things first and do the least last. The Clark students like to say, work before you play. Have you ever woken up in the morning and snow is freezing the roads with ice covering it? Or even the spring when it is pouring down rain and the roads are muddier than you can ever imagine. I'm so thankful that I have an amazing bus driver named Marlene Stearns. She has been driving the bus for almost 18 years. Here are 3 reasons on how I can use Habit 3 on the bus. I will put safety first on the bus. Some examples are staying seated at all times, keeping my feet out of the aisles, and facing forward. It is a safety hazard if Clark students do not follow these rules. So let's stay safe. Secondly, I will put first things first and help our bus driver stay focused. I bet you are asking, well, how can I do that? I will use Habit 3 by doing my homework on the bus. Then after I get home, I can do whatever I need to do. Also, it will help our bus be quieter because you are hooked and focused. And Marlene will be focused on the roads as well. If all students will also follow this rule, the bus ride would improve. Finally, we need to put first things first to help our fellow friends to a seat in the mornings and in the afternoons. What I'm going to do is sit close to the window so I can tell them non-verbally that the seat is open. If you have a large backpacks or other items, you do not need to scatter them out. Put them right next to you so there can be room for another person to sit. As you can see, if we all put first things first, we can make a route for the bus drivers and students better if we follow these footsteps as Clark leaders. I would like to give the gift of Habit 3. My gift would be much bigger if you would help me. If you plan to put first things first in 2050 along with me, please clap.
I can be Win-Win on the bus by listening and doing what he says when he says it. Also, I can help with the children in the ways they act, so that he doesn't have to. Turn around. Plus, I stay safe while doing this. When I go on the bus or leave, I'll pick up trash and be quiet while doing it. Next, when I leave, I'll check the seats to make sure no one's left their bag or coat, etc. My bus driver will be proud of me, so when I do all this, they will be proud and safe at the same time. And I won't be mean as well. So that's the way I'll be win-win. And if you plan to be win-win with me in the year 2015, please clap.
I believe that the greatest gift we can give is the 7 habits by which we live. I am Ayla George. I would like to give the gift seek first, understand, then to be understood. Have you ever drove a bus? Well, my bus driver, Steve Harvey, drives a bus every day, Monday through Friday. Every day he's got to tell the kids to sit down and behave. That's why I'm going to use habit 5, seek first, understand, then to be understood. To get the kids to sit down and behave while Steve drives us home safely. First, I will remind the kids to listen to the bus driver's instructions before they start talking. I can also sit up front by the bus driver if he says that's all right, so that I can make sure that Steve doesn't need to turn around or look in the mirror. I could remind kids to stay in their seats and monitor their voices. I understand bus safety is very important to Steve. I will keep my feet out of the aisle so that I don't trip anybody. I could also remind the little kids to do the same. I will tell everyone on the bus to do the same also. Finally, I will make sure everyone has a good ride home. I will make sure nobody is getting picked on or bullied on the bus. I could stick up for the one getting bullied. I could tell the person doing the bullying to stop. We don't do that here. I can tell Don what is going on. I can tell Steve what is going on so he can help. I can sit with the kid getting picked on so it will stop instantly. I would like to give the gift of seek first to understand,
believe the greatest gift we can give is the 7 habits by which we live. I am Gracie Wilborn. I would like to give the gift of habit 6, synergize. When you synergize, that's when you work together. Can you imagine getting up about 4:30 a.m.? You see snow is slightly coming down. The school decides not to have delay. You hope and pray that you can get the students to school safely. I will help my bus driver by using habit 6, synergize, and there are 3 ways how. I will synergize for safety. I will remind other students to be safe by asking them to sit down all the way and sit back. Such as if students were sitting correctly and we got into an accident, there is more of a chance that we would be uninjured or slightly injured. Secondly, I can synergize with other students to keep their voices down, so our bus driver, Sherry Fry, can hear important announcements and concentrate on driving. What if another bus broke down and they need help picking up other students? Also, if we keep our voices down, Sherry can pay attention to the road in case of important signs come up. Lastly, we should synergize and thank our bus drivers more often. You could just say thank you or bye Sherry, have a good day. Small things like that can put our bus drivers in a good mood, or maybe they're having a rough day and a thank you could cheer them up. Don't say it like a robot, say it like you mean it. I would like to give the gift of habit 6. My gift would be much bigger if you would help me. If you plan to synergize with me in 2015, please clap.
I believe that the greatest gift we can give is the 7 habits by which we live. I am Dakota Grow. I would like to give the gift of habit 7. Dropping the stall. Balance fields best. That is when you take the time that you have and put stuff that you have planned. What do I do on the bus? I do everything from homework to listening to music and just chatting. Here are 5 things that I use habit 7 sharpening the saw. Here they are. First, with the time I have, I do homework. I sometimes even go ahead. That way I can do other assignments in class. I would also be ahead of the game. That is a good thing. Secondly, I can talk quietly with friends. On the way, I can meet new people. I can catch and get an update with friends. With new people, I can ask where they came from. Thirdly, I can also sit quietly and take a nap while it will save your energy. That is a good thing too. Fourth, I can also listen to music. With music, it will cancel everything, like what is happening around you. It actually works. With that being said, fifth, I could listen to music and do homework. The music would keep me focused. Like I said in reason 1, it would get me ahead of the game. In conclusion, I can use habit 7 in 5 ways. They are all on the bus. Let's get all students together. Together we can do all of these things. I would like to give the gift of habit 7. My gift would be much better if you would help me. If you plan to work hard in 2015 with me, please clap.
If you have not already opened the gift the kids gave you, now would be a good time to do that.